Hey YouTube, it's VEDA day number 26. And so I decided to just hit you with some what I like, what I don't like. Favorite food, potatoes. Doesn't matter what kind. Like, I love potatoes as long as they're not spoiled, clearly. But yeah, you list them. I have yet to meet a potato that I do not like. I do not follow sports at all, but I love going to live games. I don't know, it's fun to people watch and just kind of like be in the moment and the excitement of everything, and everybody's like, woo, you know, I like that. Let's see here. My favorite color is blue, but I look better in pink tones. I still drink Kool-Aid. Yeah, I still make it. I consider myself a Kool-Aid mixologist. I'm pretty good at it. It's quite delicious. Let's see here. Not a fan of being cold. Like, I would rather be hot. Like, I'm used to surviving in hot weather. You know, not having air conditioning with a fan. I'm used to that. Not saying that it's like the most ideal, but I would rather be hot than cold. That's just me. As long as I got something cool to drink, I'm fine. I just don't like, I cannot stand shivering and being cold, but I think I've covered that in several different vlogs, so never mind. This is my second time going natural as an adult. I went natural one other time, not by choice, when I was like in, I don't know, first grade. Ended up getting a bad relaxer and ended up having to do a big chop. Now, I don't know about you, but little girls with TWAs back in the 80s, back in actually like 1980, was not cute. It was not cute. And yeah, so then my mother like overcompensated for it and dressed me in like super frilly clothes. So like everything I owned had ruffles and stuff on it because I was basically bald headed. I had like a tiny little afro like this. And I don't have very many pictures from back then because, you know, I just felt some kind of way about it. And it's so funny because I think about it now, like if I had a little girl, like, she could be natural all she want. We could be, you know, defining her little coils and doing little twist outs or whatever we would do, you know, but that kind of stuff wasn't in back then. So yeah, everybody had a relaxer. Like, if your hair was tough to manage, you got a relaxer. You did not live with your hair in its natural state. I do not know how to swim, but I can keep myself afloat. Like, if push came to shove and I fell off a boat or something, I would be able to keep myself alive. Like, I can float, I can doggy paddle a little bit. I can't really tread water, but I would probably just float to safety or something. I don't know. I hope I never have to deal with that. But, you know, let's see here. I do not like motorcycles. I'm not getting on one. I'm not a fan of driving around them. I was driving on the highway from to see my mama now the other week, and yeah, there was like a band of motorcycles that just like came off this exit and got in the lane, and all I kept praying was, Lord, don't let me witness nothing. I just can't even do this right now. Because they weren't really driving dangerously. It's just that it's the highway. And, you know, when you're driving like 70 miles per hour, the last thing you need is to see somebody like hit like a little bump or something. And next thing you know, they flip over their bike and then they get hit by a car or a truck or whatever. It was just too much. So I ended up slowing down, like way down. That's why it took me so long to get home. Like, by the time I called my mom to let her know that I had made it safely, she was like, wait, what was going on? Did you stop somewhere? And I was like, no, motorcycles. And they freaked me out. So I didn't want to drive very fast around them, and I wanted them to pass me and go on about their business. So yeah. Let's see here. I love the smell of lilacs. I think that if I had a favorite fruit, it would probably be apples because of their versatility. You can eat them plain, make them into a pie, into a crisp, chop them up and put them in a salad, make a sauce out of it. Yeah, squeeze them down for juice. Apples can do just about anything, and they will sweeten up your smoothie. Like if you were doing like those green smoothies, get you a nice little Honey Crisp or like a Gala or Pink Lady or something like that. Talking about something. Talking about something. I grew up playing outside all day during the summer and drinking out of water hoses, which we would get in trouble for because no one really had the strength to really turn it completely off. So we were wasting my grandmama's water. So she would just be like, y'all get it, stop wasting all my water. And we would get in trouble for that, like on a daily. Because it's like you couldn't keep going in and out of the house because like this was before like water bottles and stuff was like made. Like we didn't have this kind of stuff in the 80s. So like you would just be like thirsty, and because you didn't want to go in the house, because if you went in the house, pretty much everybody pretty much need to either go in the house all at the same time, like refuel, and then go back outside, because if that door was open more than once, like the, you know, screen, you know, when you slam that screen door one too many times, everybody got to come in the house, and then she would get, you know, grandma would get sick of us being in the house, and then she would send us back outside. So, or at least out on the porch. So we might not be able to really get off the porch so much, but at least we could go back outside. And that means that the kids that was in the neighborhood could like kind of come over and sit on the porch with us and talk and stuff like that. So yeah. Did I ever tell you about the green candy store that was down the street from my grandmother's house? Yeah. Penny candy. Balling out of control with $1. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I never really understood why orange drink exists. I mean, I drink Kool-Aid, so I guess I really don't have a whole lot to say, but it's just kind of like, what is orange drink? Like, I know what Kool-Aid is. It was a powdered mix, but orange drink was like a beverage that was in a carton that was refrigerated and ready for you to drink. I don't think it had any nutritional value. I don't think it had any vitamin C or anything in it, which, I don't know. Let's see. I did not eat eggs for about 20 years of my life. I had developed a taste aversion to them because I had stomach flu one time. Yeah. And then it just got to the point, because I used to love them. Like, cheese eggs. My grandma made the best cheese eggs. I mean, I'm sure she still does. I'm just not over at her house at breakfast. So, but they were delicious back in the day. Let's see here. Oh, in high school, I took art classes instead of computers. I regretted that decision my freshman year in college because I did not know how to type very well. And so we had papers that we had to write, and so that was not fun. Yeah. Oh, and I just want to leave you with this little ditty. Having fun isn't hard when you've got your library card. Learned that from Arthur Reed, which was a PBS cartoon that came on. I think it probably still airs to this day, about Arthur Reed, who is an aardvark, I guess. And him and his little sister DW. Why can't I remember the baby girl? Their little baby sister. And he had a dog. His best friend's name was Buster. Francine was like one of his little friends. She was a girl. I always kind of like wondered like what race they were. Like what race each individual little animal was. I know it doesn't matter, but I did know that Francine was probably black, maybe, because I guess like I think he's a saxophonist. His name is Josh Redman, I think. They had him, and he was like Francine's cousin. And I was like, you know what? That's a black dude. So Francine is black, in case you didn't know. or something. I don't know. She is a POC, a person of color. You know, she is not melanin deficient. So just to let you know. But anyway, I have rambled on long enough. I am sleepy. I'm about to go to bed. I will catch y'all tomorrow on VEDA Day number 27. In the comments below, please share with me, what are your favorites, your do's, your don'ts, your goods, your bads, all of those kind of contrasty things. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.